there guys, Aaron Chalner here for Forever Football, DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. It's a transfer analysis today. Now obviously today's not been the greatest day for me personally, family tragedy, and I wasn't really going to put any videos out today, but when we got the news about Butler, I just wanted to put this particular video out on the day. We are going to do a daily report. I am going to pre-record that and upload that tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. But this update, just in my opinion, just immediately needs to be done. Get it out of the way, get it done, and things like that, and just focus back on family. So this is only going to take a few minutes. So I hope you guys really do understand. But yeah, not been the greatest day for me personally, but I will feel fine. I'll feel better. It's just going to take some time. But today's video focuses on an exit for Doncaster Rovers in this transfer analysis, and that is of course Andy Butler, who has completely cancelled his contract, his playing contract by mutual consent, and he has joined Boston United in the Vanarama National League North. Now, it's very important to mention that this is just his playing contract. He will continue to manage Doncaster Rovers Bells, as said in his official statement on the club's website. But we're going to share the club statement, we're going to share Boston United's Twitter post, and we're going to share social media reaction to this, and also my thoughts on this. So, before we get started, please like the video if you've loved it, comment down below your thoughts and opinions, subscribe if you're new around here, click the notification bell so you don't miss another video, and let's get straight into this one. So, let's start with our club statement. Doncaster Rovers can confirm that Andy Butler's contract has been cancelled by mutual consent. The 37-year-old has had a huge positive impact in the football club across his two spells, whether that be due to his extensive community work, his leadership skills on and off the field, or his memorable goals and defensive interventions. Butler has embodied the Club Doncaster ethos, supporting Club Doncaster Foundation's Fit Rovers project, coaching in the academy, and taking over the reins as Doncaster Rovers Bells manager, leading to an upturn in results and performances. After re-signing for Rovers in 2020, Butler became an important part of the squad, not only as a player, but for his ability to take over the reins for 2 matches in November, when the management team was self-isolating, and in March 2021, Butler stepped in again in difficult circumstances after the sudden departure of Darren Moore and Jamie Smith to Sheffield Wednesday. This is Butler's official statement on the club's website. So, Butler has said, firstly, I'd like to thank my friends and family who've always been there for me. I'd also like to thank the players who supported me through my playing time, and the backroom staff and ground staff who helped me through the great experience of managing the senior team in League One. It's been a tough couple of weeks for me personally. For my well-being and for my family, I believe the choice to leave the Doncaster Rovers and start another playing journey elsewhere is the right one at this time. I'm still learning in my managerial career and will continue to do so with Doncaster Rovers Bells and Nick Buxton, who will help me all the way. So that statement confirms, or that part of the statement confirms he will still be the Bells manager. He then goes on to say, people will always ask if I regret the decision to take on the Rovers manager's job, and the answer is that I don't regret it at all. To have the experience I've had in such a short time, I think will stand me in a great stead later on. Yes, the results didn't go as well as I'd hoped, but I promise you I gave everything and more to put things right. I have loved every moment of being a Rovers player and interim manager. I'm a Doncaster lad through and through, and I've made the journey from fan player to manager, which no one can take away from me. Finally, to the fans who stick with the club no matter what, I want to say a massive thank you. This lad from Balby hopes he's done you all proud. Well, trust me, Andy, you've definitely done all of us proud. Now, obviously, you're probably going to want to know what Boston United have said, because they are the club that have purchased him on a playing contract. So, Boston United put an official tweet out, and it reads as follows. Butler is set to add defensive steel. Boston United have bolstered their defensive ranks with the acquisition of experienced centre-half Butler. So on the official club website for Boston United, of course a former Football League club, they've said Boston United have bolstered their defensive ranks with the acquisition of experienced centre-back Andy Butler. The 37-year-old has arrived on a permanent basis from League One side Doncaster Rovers, where he also enjoyed a spell as interim manager during the second half of the 2020-2021 campaign, following Darren Moore's departure to Sheffield Wednesday. Butler has now committed his future to the Pilgrims, having officially parted ways with Rovers on Friday. Now, the boss, Craig Elliott, the manager of Boston United, said, "I'm delighted to bring Andy Butler to Boston United. He's a natural leader with a wealth of experience. He will not only be a big player for us, but will help get the best out of the other players around him. He was a League One player last season, playing a big part in Doncaster Rovers' season on and off the pitch. I'm really looking forward to working with him this season." So, what has the reaction been on both sides of the coin? Well, obviously, first of all, you're going to want to hear what the Boston fans have had to say about this. And let me tell you first thing, they are happy. Some Donny fans have been coming into the Boston United chat just to offer their congratulations of getting the player. So, in terms of actual Boston fan signings, Boston United fan page saying, "Welcome Butler, I'm sure you'll fit right in even at this level. Really looking forward to seeing you play in the Boston shirt. Welcome to BUFC. That's a great signing, to be fair. Quality signing, top quality bloke. What else can I say from a Scunthorpe fan?" I mean, Andy Butler's got, he's got fans from every single club pretty much. Now, going into, of course, the Doncaster Rovers camp of fans, and looking at the tweet where Rovers confirmed the news, we had loads of reaction from the fans. "Shame that, wish him the best. Butler, thank you and good luck for the future. Proper shame that, certainly did Donny proud. Good luck in your future, Butler. Thanks for everything. Sorry to see you go, but I'm sure you'll be back with us at some point in the future. Good luck with your next move. You have done Doncaster Rovers and the town proud, Andy. Good luck with Boston United. Gutted, thanks for everything, but gutted for Andy, the best centre-half at the club in both spells." In terms of quote tweets, legend, all the best buts. You also got love you, Butler. 18 Dapper said, "Gutted to see Butler leaving, proper servant to the club and felt he did everything he could last season. You're more than welcome on the channel anytime. Hopefully he helps Boston and Donny Bells in their upcoming campaigns." So, big stuff there from Andy Butler. He has moved to Boston United on a permanent deal. He will still manage the Doncaster Rovers Bells under the assistant manager of Nick Buxton as well as the manager Andy Butler, so he will still be the boss of the Bells. This is just his playing contract that's been cancelled by mutual consent. Now, obviously, what's my thoughts on this? Personally, I'm a bit gutted because I think that he could have provided some real experience. He wasn't going to play a whole awful lot because of his managerial career with the Bells. But I reckon, but when I look back on this and I sort of think about it, I think that Boston United really and truthfully and brutally could be the best move for him because, I mean, you're managing the Bells and then you get to play non-league football. So, I mean, there is a balance here, and I think I think the move to Boston United gets the balance really well. And I think from a Welling's point of view as well, he wants players that are going to be 100% committed. I'm not saying Butler's not going to be 100% committed because he is. Butler, in my opinion, with the manager stuff as well, with the Bells, I think that's where Wellens sort of had his doubts about this, and that's where Wellens had to show his ruthless side. Do you want to manage the Bells, or do you want to focus on being a Doncaster Rovers player? Obviously, Butler wants to manage the Bells. Wellens goes, okay, I don't really want to, affect your playing career, so you go and go somewhere else for your playing career and focus on managing the Bells as well. So Wellens is just influencing his philosophy, influencing his philosophy into the squad, and that's the result. So, there's no one to blame in this situation, to be perfectly honest. I've seen fans on social media blame Wellens. Don't blame Wellens. He's done everything right so far. Do not blame Wellens. Do not blame Butler. Do not blame the club. Do not blame Boston United. Do not blame anyone in this situation. It was the right thing to do for all parties. There's no negatives in this situation, all positives. And what I would like to say is thank you, Butler. I was only one of a select full of fans that stuck by you week in and week out when most of the fan base, if not at least half the fan base, were like, Butler out, he's not good enough as a manager, get out. Half the fan base was saying that. I was saying it's not the manager's fault, it's the players, they need to try. So I was one of the few people that stuck by Butler every step of the way during last season. As soon as he went into that managerial role, from the first game to the last, I was there. I was sticking by him. And, you know, and to be fair, it's weird, you know, because some of the fans that were saying all the best to you, Butts, were some of the fans that were slagging him off a few months back. So I kind of find that a bit hypocritical. Yes, you can offer your praises and things like that, but I don't know. I think it's just very hypocritical from an outsider's point of view. But you can offer your praise if you want to. I just think from an outsider, I think if he saw a fan that was slagging him off for months and then praising him when he leaves, they'd probably see him as he or she is hypocritical. So I'm just looking at it from an outsider's point of view that find it hypocritical, but I think you can offer your praise if you do want to. And he should offer some praise. He should be given every single praise under the sun, because Butler's been a legend for us. In the 2 spells as a player, yes, the results haven't gone his way as a manager, but he stepped in when needed, when no one else could. He stepped in and did the job. So I offer Butler my congratulations. I wish him luck with Boston United. Good luck with the Bells as well. He's managing them next season as well, so I really wish him luck with that. And we'll just see what happens, because I've got an idea now about. I mean, I could be wrong, but I've got a prediction as to how Butler's career is going to go now. He's going to focus on the Bells. He's going to focus on Boston United. And when he eventually retires as a player, he'll be a full-time Bells manager and just keep learning his craft, keep going through the jobs, and hopefully one day he might turn back up here and work in the coaching department, or might be a better manager than he was when he was last, and then step into the role and do better. So, you know, I think there's many different pathways to go here. But best of luck, Andy Butler, at Boston United and managing the Bells with Nick Buxton as your assistant, and best of luck all around. But that is going to be it, guys. Thank you very, very much. I'm sorry, you know, I did say I wasn't going to record anything today, but this was an update I need to get done today. But we do have a daily report, which should be coming out tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that one. And then tomorrow afternoon, the review of the pre-season friendly, Rosington, Maine. I will be at the game. If you see me, don't be afraid to say hi and all that good stuff. But for now, guys, I'm Aaron Chandler from Forever Football, DRFC. Keep living the Rovers life, and that, my friends, full-time. Rovers side die. Thank you very much. All the best, Butler. Good luck at Boston United. And Boston fans, please take care of Butler. He's a legend to us.